Hi,
Hello,
I'm Sage.
I'm Isaiah.
And if you're struggling like in your transition and you feel like you just can't quite be yourself, um, you feel like maybe there's like a wall up or something, or you're just not um, feeling like like you're not feeling fulfilled maybe by your transition. Like, what is causing that? Like, how can you resolve this issue, and what really needs to happen there. And I think sometimes the first thing that you might think to do is like altering something about your appearance or something like that, or like how you're transitioning, maybe like your hormones that you might be taking or not, or whatever. But like, one thing that I found a lot in my journey, and if you found it too, then you could add in your experience. One thing I found is that a big factor that affects this is seeking acceptance from family, still.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you know, you might just notice that, I don't know, you're just not feeling fulfilled in your transition some way or another. Or maybe it's like in your love life, maybe like you're not feeling attractive or properly, who knows, appreciated or worthy of love in that way. Well, yeah, it could be because you're holding on to getting approval from family members, who either um, never gave you that approval and acceptance, or maybe they even did give you that approval and acceptance, but you're still seeing them as the source of your approval, but you're not yet. You're still learning to, give yourself that and really approve of yourself, And although it's probably way easier it's probably easier for a lot of people to approve of themselves if they had an approving and affirming and supportive adult in their lives as kids. But you never know. There could be people who still struggle with it within themselves. And obviously, if you never had that kind of support, growing up or in adulthood even, it could be really hard to feel like that you know, you're giving yourself the acceptance and approval, that you're seeking. So yeah. Yeah. And so my experiences, and we've definitely made at least one video about this before, but it just kind of keeps coming up. So I just want to share it again in this way. Yeah, it comes up for me, like in terms of being like, oh, I want to hold on to being who I thought, my parents or family wanted me to be as a kid, and so that would mean for me holding on to
seeing them as your source of love.
Yeah, and it's kind of like holding on to masculinity, like obviously still, living as myself and stuff and being authentic and transitioning, but part of transitioning is finding these places, like if you want to completely transition, on the inside, to accepting yourself, right? And so you would have to let go of those things. Like you'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm still waiting for this person in my life to approve of me, and because of that, I'm holding on to my old false sense of self. And that phrase could apply to everyone, and it probably does apply to everyone to some extent, no matter who you are, And so yeah, so anyway, yeah, we were healing that today, or I was, with Isaiah, and yeah, I was just letting that go and giving myself the love I needed as a kid, the approval. And yeah, just let go of making someone else your source of love, even your parents. Even though as a kid that may have been your experience or your thought process that they were your source of love. And yeah, it's yeah, it's still pretty uncommon for people to learn that you have to give yourself everything primarily, and find that within where it already exists within you. You know, that resolves the problems.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's about knowing that you're enough, and the love that you have and give to yourself is enough, and just accepting and approving of yourself is enough, and then you can really kind of relax into or surrender into yourself, who you really are, and by kind of being the source of love for yourself, and then you really develop a really beautiful, healthy relationship with yourself, and that will allow you to have clarity for having beautiful, healthy relationships in general in your life, because you have that relationship and love for yourself, and that approval and acceptance for yourself, and instead of wanting that from outside yourself, especially family, like seeing them as your source of love, and that you can only be loved or feel approved and accepted by them. And that might mean that you would have to be a certain way, but that's not true. And that's not healthy, and they're not your source of love. Your source of love is love itself, and you loving yourself.
Yeah.
I just said loving yourself a lot.
A lot of that, yeah.
But a lot of love and self-love.
Yeah, but yes, that's true. Yeah. So, yeah, and I approve. So anyway, really important on your journey, and
definitely,
besides healing this and resolving this in yourself, giving yourself that love, that approval, that you maybe never got or never gave to yourself is so important. If you're not doing that, it can result in, or it pretty much always results in, seeking love outside of yourself, trying to get it from whoever, like potential or current romantic partners. Like try to get the love from them, and then you keep doing that, till they do. Or till they...
That can, create problems in your relationship. But if that does come up, like, you can heal it. That's okay. You can resolve how you feel within yourself, and
and so, and that'll help you, because or if if you're struggling in your romantic life, because you might feel like maybe people are trying to give you love, or your person or whoever is trying to give you love, but you're just feeling not capable of receiving it. Why? Maybe you still have one foot in the door of your childhood home, in a sense, as a metaphor. You still have that foot in the door, because you're like, maybe if I don't fully embrace who I am, I can get some love and approval from them. And of course, it can be a deeply ingrained pattern and belief. So it might take some time to get through this, and that's why, that's why Isaiah and I get coaching for this, so that we can go in there with help and undo these patterns and love ourselves. And we also do it ourselves and stuff. And just, it's good. It's fun, and it helps you really come alive and really be yourself, and just, feel good inside.
And this is really profound. Like, if you're able to face this in your life, really, it's extremely powerful. Like, for you to be able to look at yourself, be completely honest with how you feel. That's what you have to do. And you can truly transform your life and how you feel. And bring yourself into a place of, find some resolution there, find some relief for yourself there. It's really really powerful, really profound to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it makes a big difference.
Yeah. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Brings a lot of love into your life, but
Yeah.
and it does that by clearing out what's blocking it in yourself
Right.
first.
Yeah.
So, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say too that like it's safe to completely release like any false identities or old selves that maybe that you've been holding on to, because you felt like that's how you got love, acceptance, and approval. Like it's safe and it's totally okay for you to let that go, release that, and just know that you are loved no matter what. Like you're loved for who you are. You're loved and accepted exactly as you are.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And so, and you give that to yourself and you do it like kind of one feeling, one like hurt part of yourself being loved at a time,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah.
And that's how you do that broadly. And yeah, if you want help with that, and if you want support in that, like, you know, you want to undo all of that, like childhood conditioning, and step into a life of love for yourself, and just do all of that, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We can definitely help you, as we're coaches as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
Cool.
Happy transitioning, happy love seeking, and self-loving, and look forward to hearing from you. You can post in the comments, tell us what you think,
Mm-hmm.
what you feel, your experiences.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to talk to you.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, and
Thanks
we'll
for
see
watching.
you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe for more.